However, when it comes to big arenas, big atmospheres, horses are the diciest animal to take into those environments and hope they stay calm. The Olympics is the biggest stage to step into, and especially when your partner in crime is a horse, there's a lot of variables there where you would absolutely love for your horse to go into the Olympic ring and just put their best foot forward. However, when it comes to big arenas, big atmospheres, horses are the diciest animal to take into those environments and hope they stay calm. The fight or flight instinct is very interesting when you look at people, because you can see the difference with certain people where fight or flight is part of a choice or a decision or some sort of training that you can do to inevitably it is a default mode reaction, but you could work on it, right? Horses, their default mode is flight mode, and you train them to learn things so they become more comfortable in uncomfortable environments, but you can never turn off that flight response. It is 100% there the whole time, which is why in the Olympics, beyond just the gold, silver, and bronze, I am giving out other awards like best overall dressage horse, best partnership, best rookies, best rider. And that's what this video is about. This is the best overall partnership. So a funny story about this test in particular, I was watching this horse and rider and I was thinking like, wow, these guys are really in sync. And then the announcers actually say on the broadcast that the horse was born when this girl was 14 years old. So she's literally owned him since he was born. And there is something to be said when you raise a horse from the ground up. Like, the connection you build with that horse is pretty much unparalleled. And there's really nothing that you can definitely form a relationship later with a horse, but there is nothing quite like that little mom, that mom or dad relationship you build with a horse when they first hit the ground. And I've had that experience. I've been fortunate enough to have that experience 4 times. So there is a difference, right? If you're the one showing up and taking care of the horse, they feel a different way about you. And so this is my award for the best partnership at the 2024 Paris Olympics in equestrian eventing dressage. Especially when you pan this out, that arena and that stage looks so much bigger than watching it on the camera. She also kind of low-key gets best outfit because she's got all these like color accents around her outfit, and it really matches. Obviously the gray goes with anything, but I like all her little orange flares. I do that with red, so that might be a totally biased opinion. All right, are we ready? Pretty straight. One of the things that I noticed right away with this horse is how relaxed he looks. Like he honestly, you know, that's a pretty decent medium trot, but also just the general look of his head and neck is that of being relaxed, but still holding that tension so that he can hold the shape, but he looks very relaxed. Nope, not quite square. Those are decent steps though. Those are pretty, so you want them to take definite steps backward, and those are pretty good steps. A little shuffly at the end, but he's left-handed because You can always tell with the half pass what direction they prefer to go. It really points out left-handed, right-handedness. That was pretty nice. That's a very difficult transition to go from the trot into the extended walk. That's not a question usually asked in dressage tests, and so that was pretty decent for how complicated that question really is. He's got a nice swing in his medium walk. You know, it's not going to be the horse that won best. Oh, that was way early. Okay, they weren't supposed to do that to the letter, but that was still a nice upward. I can imagine that she was like, well, we got to go now or never if he's going to be, you know, wanting to do things. I wonder if this horse is young. Because, you know, when they first start learning their flying lead changes, they tend to be very enthusiastic about them. Let's see. Well, the last one ended up being the best one. He's like, well, yeah, they're boring now. That's a nice medium. She and I have the same problem though, and when the movement gets really big, we lean back, and so she needs to hold her abs a bit more in that medium canter. And anybody watching this that knows me is gonna call me on that, and I'm calling myself on that. I suffer from the same problem with my horse. Good boy. Like, thank God that's over. So that wins the award for best overall partnership. It's so hard to step into that big stage, and especially right there in the beginning where the drone was all zoomed out and you could see walking into that atmosphere. That horse really looked relaxed the entire time. And even after she dropped the reins at the end after the halt, the horse was just like, oh, that was hard work. Thank God it's over. But ultimately never really like perked up and got his eyes all big, which a lot of the horses, when they were coming out of the ring and the crowd started cheering, they all went like, oh my God. And he stayed relaxed the entire time. So they win best partnership. If you like this video, then you are gonna love the video I made about the best horse overall in dressage, not to mention who did their best medium trot, who did the best medium canter, who did the best canter half pass. Check out this playlist right about here.